As you know, I'm a big fan of Greenroom136. As you can see, I have a couple of their newer products here, but today I'm just going to talk about, let me put this away, the Northseeker. So I have reviewed the 20-liter Northseeker before. You can check out that video up there. But today I have the wildcard version in EXP 400, and this is the 25-liter version. So I really just want to show you the differences and then maybe tell you which one I prefer now. The key thing about the Greenroom bags is that they tend to stick to the same format. So the 25, this guy, and the 20-liter, the only difference is the depth of the bag. So as you can see, the front, get this on camera here. The front profile, you can see, is basically the same thing. I have both bags stuffed up to show you the full size. And then if you look at it on the side profile, you can see basically this guy is just thicker. So that is the only difference. The 25-liter is 2 inches thicker or deeper, and that's what gives it that extra volume. Otherwise, the front full part is the same, and I really like this new design. This is kind of a new design language for them, I think. You know, with this vertical zipper, a very tapered look, come up with a round corner. So if you like this look, there are a couple of other bags out in the bags world that have a similar kind of silhouette. I really like them. I think they just make it look a little sleeker, and it will fit in different kind of usage environment. So ignore the size difference for now, because as I said, the 25 and 20, it's only a difference by 2 inches in depth. But let's look at the features. So the custom, the wildcard version, let me add a few things, change a few things, and it really makes the Northseeker even more useful for me. I am going to start from the front. So I'm going to put this guy away for now. I'm going to start from the front. So one of the things that you can customize is how the front panel looks. So I am a patch guy, so I like to have this long strip of Velcro hook back here. But you can have it different orientation. You can add webbing so that you can attach other items. So it is very flexible. So this is one of the cool things about getting the custom version. But one functional thing that I've added that I really like is in this front vertical pocket. So I am not a big fan of this front pocket in general, because it is only good for throwing in random items. So you can certainly throw in random items. Usually I have a small jacket, I will throw it in there, or a notebook or something, but it is not organized, and I am a organized pockets kind of guy, right? So in the front pocket here, in the wildcard version, I can actually specify zippers. So if you can see here, now the pocket has a full zipper covering all the internal pockets. So when I open that zipper, these pockets now become more useful. At least for me, I have in here my AirPods, and then up here I should have my little baby banter here. So now I know they won't fall out, or they won't fall to the bottom, and that just make that useful. And also I can have small items in the back, and then I still have this front area. Again, it's good for gloves, very, very thin jackets and whatever. So that is a great feature to have. So working my way around here, in the custom, the wildcard version, again, I can change up how the side panel here look. Oh, by the way, and the larger version, I have compression straps here, which are useful. I'll tell you that in a minute. But on the side then, if you look at the standard version again, the standard version has, you know, probably the version that makes sense, water bottle pocket and then webbing. But because of the depth, this pocket is small, and it will fit smaller Asian kind of sized water bottle, but it doesn't fit the large 20-liter ones that we tend to use here. But here, because the back is deeper, this pocket now is large enough for a standard Yeti. But more importantly, I can specify whether to have pockets, have webbing. I can also add a handle, which I did not choose to do on this one, a side handle, because I feel like having the compression strap, I already have a way to grab to the back on the side. But you can mix and match. What I end up doing is doing a symmetric pockets and webbing. You know, here I can kind of put a pen in there if I need to. It's not my usual pen, but you know what I mean, right? So that's useful. And then have the pockets for either water bottle or other things. So that is a great use of the wildcard custom feature. Let me put this back in here. Now, the other thing, kind of going around again here, the secret pocket in the back. So I really like this pocket. It is great for wallet, passport, something that you just want a quick access to, or relatively quick access to, but also a little bit safe because it's in the back. Now they have an option to expand this deep all the way to the bottom. I actually don't like that because I don't want to have to reach for it. So I kept the original design, but I have this pocket, which is great. One really useful thing when I use this for travel is now in the wildcard version, you can specify to have this with a built-in luggage handle pass-through. So that's useful, as you all know, if you use a roller as well. As you can hear, there is a very strong strip of Velcro in there to keep this thing in when it is not in use. So that is the back. Oh, finally, again, I didn't choose to do it, but in the wildcard version, you can specify quick release on this attachment point. I never find the need to do a quick release here with the straps, and that's just extra weight and stuff, so I did not choose to have that version. Now, before I go to the main compartment, the inside, I was talking about the side compression strap. So with the compression strap, right, if you carry less items, you can just pull this tight. I'm gonna do this here. And then if you pull it tight, right, the side profile collapses. So while I think the full depth version, it is kind of deep and thick, and if you put it on your back, you know, it looks kind of like you have this giant backpack. What you do on your back, when you don't need it, you can use the compression strap to pull it in and make the bag visually smaller. So for that reason, even though I like the small 20-liter size, you know, if I have to pick just one, I think I would go with the 25, and then if I don't need it, I'm just gonna pull it smaller. Because visually, these bags are kind of heavy anyway, in a good way. So I'm not really saving much by using the smaller one, and I'm losing a couple of liters of space if I need it. So at least for me, have a choice, I would go with the 25. The other thing is the larger pockets on the side is more useful. But if you want a thinner bag, the 20 liter is still good. But let me show you the inside. Now I'm showing you the inside. I'm not going to do a full review here because the admin panel basically looks the same in both the 20 and the 25 liter version. But again, this is a wonderful part of the Northseeker and Greenroom bags in general. This front admin pocket, it has its own depth, so you can put quite a lot of things in here. And then the way it's designed, it flaps down. You have one access pocket. This is basically a quick access pocket. You can put a pouch all the way down deep in there. My headphones fit in there. And then you have this built-in organizer with some pockets that you can put different items. I have my little flashlight here. And then, again, D-ring is way more useful than a built-in key leash, because here you can attach whatever you want to attach. So this front pocket is extremely useful for organization, and that's how I tend to pack up my bags. But opening up the inside, so this is a fully clamshell bag, but there is this compression strap, What I find though is if I just let one side down, I can pretty much open it. And yeah, I have a pillow here just to stuff it up to show you the full volume. So I'm going to put this away, show you the inside. So just like the 20-liter version, 2 generously sized mesh pockets. If you need to basically pull things away from the main compartment to not have them fall in, you can use these. But the back is the other customization option. So the back wall in the standard version, it's a pocket, but in this one, you can actually have it changed to a full loop panel, which I have done here. And then I've attached the large book, the new book pouch that they have to it so that I can put my laptop in. Now, this is one thing that you need to know. I don't know if you can see, my 16-inch MacBook Pro is peeking up on the top of the book pouch. So it actually does not fit in the large version of the book pouch. But it works here because, remember, we have this really cool feature where this extra zipper gets me into the back of the bag. So if I open this, again, I can get to my laptop here, right? But the laptop is sitting, as you can see from here, just edging out of the book pouch. Now let me take this guy out and then show you the back panel. So what I have is I have the book pouch attached to the loop fill in the back. Now you can instead kit out your bag with other things. I think for people who want to do that, this is just a great option. So again, you only get this in the wildcard custom version. The book pouch themselves are great. I use this a lot now. I even use this when I'm traveling to be my third or my second personal item. So I would keep my iPads or whatever I need in here, board the plane with this inside my personal item, and then I'll take it out and then I'll put this in front of my seat. I usually use the medium version. So this version is smaller, but it fits my iPad Pro, and then I can stuff my AirPods in there as well. And then small headphones will fit in there. But again, the smaller version, it's good for iPad Pros. The large version, it's good for up to a 15-inch. So 15-inch MacBook Air will fit, my 14-inch MacBook Pro will fit, but the 16 does not, right? And unfortunately, according to the website, the extra large book pouch, which will fit a 17-inch laptop, does not fit inside the Northseeker. So there's a little bit of a miss here. I don't know if they can mess around with the dimension and readjust. Now, of course, all this stuff is designed, I think, before Apple decided to change kind of their lineup. So now Apple has the 15 and the 16-inch, and the 16-inch MacBook Pro, unfortunately, is a really, really good machine for people who needs the screen size. So I think the bag manufacturer needs to catch up and figure out how to fit this thing in an otherwise great bag. So there you have it. I'm not going to show you my loadout. You see my video is pretty much the same. I usually have my camera gear or whatever in here, and this bag again is big enough for a very minimalist one bag travel. So a packing cube will fit in there, and then if you're not carrying a lot of stuff, like no extra shoes, this bag actually works as a one bag travel for maybe a 2-day trip or something. So there you have it, the Northseeker, the 25-liter version. I like these days, I like EPX better just because it is a more environmental friendly material, and frankly, VX, it's great, but it's overused, and this more subtle and square checker pen, I actually getting to like it more and more. One final thing I almost forgot. If you're new to Greenroom bags, you can hear it on the camera now, right? So they're well known for using this really chunky zipper pulls, and they're really noisy, and it is almost a rite of passage where if you get one of the bags, you need to then start customizing the pulls. I tend to just put paracords on it. You can also just cut and remove the metal part and then leave paracords in. So it is kind of a fun thing to do, and trust me, you would want to do it, because otherwise you get this. So Northseeker 25 liter, the wildcard version, highly recommended.